Today, the market is gradually rebounding. Finally, there have been modest price increases for Shiba Inu. Signals are being dropped by analysts. Shiba Inu is presently in a make-or-break predicament, but today, a huge event just occurred. Approximately 151 billion Shiba Inu were removed. It's returned. Additionally, this might push Shiba Inu to new heights. What's going on? What am I even talking about anyway? Let me clarify. Welcome to Dr. Crypto, your daily serving of Shiba. This is the spot for you if you're curious about anything related to Shiba. If you want to keep informed about all the latest news forecasts and stay ahead of the crypto industry, subscribe. To get more SHIB news, be sure to click the like button. At last, Shiba Inu are displaying a few signs of life. The price recovered today after yesterday's violent drop, making up for all of the losses. Here's the amusing part, however. The increase is less than 1%. That one gesture was sufficient to change the whole atmosphere, even if it wasn't exactly a huge rally. The atmosphere feels different all of a sudden. People are now again talking about Shiba Inu with optimism, as if they've recently made a major return. The crash seems to have never occurred. Things aren't as fantastic as they seem, however, if you stand back and consider the whole picture. Shiba is in the red on the weekly chart, with an almost 4% loss. Therefore, even if today's little uptick is encouraging, much more work has to be done before we can truly call it a recovery. This is when the exciting part begins. The price of Shiba Inu isn't fluctuating at random. In fact, it created a pattern that hasn't been seen since July of last year. It was noted by one expert. As it happens, Shiba Inu's daily chart shows a death cross, which is exactly in accordance with the current price decline. When a short-term moving average falls below the longer-term moving average, it is known as a death cross. That is often seen as a negative indicator, indicating that the downward trend may continue for some time. In fact, this is the first significant death cross that we have seen in 2025. When Shiba Inu last saw a significant moving average crossover, it was a golden cross, which occurs when the short-term average rises above the long-term average. About a month after that incident in November, Shiba Inu reached all-time highs. The recent death cross occurred in July, when Shiba Inu reached their lowest point before entering a protracted consolidation period. However, the trend then entirely reversed and began to rise once again. Therefore, if history is any indication, we may be facing a similar situation now. A time of price security before to Shiba Inu's next significant move. The intriguing thing is that Shiba Inu trillionaires are gradually vanishing. The rapidly declining number of wallets containing billions of Shiba Inu may be a significant indicator for the remaining holders. The image painted by the on-chain data isn't very positive. The market may see increased selling pressure when these large investors begin to reduce their holdings, which would make it more difficult for prices to remain stable. Only 49 wallets now contain more than 1 trillion Shiba Inu, which is a significant decrease from before. Since these big holdings have traditionally been crucial to maintaining market stability, it is certainly worthwhile to keep an eye on their numbers when they decline this considerably. It implies that some of the largest investors may be dividing their assets across many wallets or selling their Shiba Inu. This adjustment may have a long-term effect on Shiba Inu's future, whether it's a change in market strategy or an indication that the major players' faith is eroding. Here's the issue, though. There is still something you should know about Shiba Inu that might potentially benefit the community, because a new group has been emerging as the trillionaires are vanishing. There have been about 360 new Shiba Inu millionaires in the last 12 months. Indeed, the number of wallets containing Shiba Inu, valued at least $1 million, increased from slightly under 600 to over 950. Additionally, this growth coincided with the token's remarkable price surge within that period. Shiba Inu have undoubtedly had their share of highs and lows. Prices have fallen more than 20% in the last month alone. The most intriguing thing, however, is that the number of high-value holders is really rising. Shiba Inu are piling up in significant quantities in wallets, which may indicate that major actors are covertly amassing. Even the number of residences with Shiba Inu valued at over $10 million has increased. Such action often signals increasing interest from institutional investors or perhaps whales. Despite the upheaval, it seems that some wealthy investors are still placing bets on Shiba Inu's future. The worst part is that Shiba Inu just becomes stronger. Around 840,000 new addresses have been added to Shiba Inu, according to a piece of online data that drove the community into a frenzy. That represents a huge influx of new users into the ecosystem. Shiba Inu has been steadily increasing in the background, despite all of the pricing difficulties in 2024, particularly after the significant decline from its high. Blockchain data shows that within the last year, the overall amount of addresses that own Shiba Inu has increased dramatically. The network has over 3.8 million addresses as of last February. A year later, that figure has risen beyond 4.6 million. Accordingly, Shiba Inu grew even more in the most recent year than it did in 2023 and 2024. It's important to note that addresses that do not now hold any amount account for a significant portion of this growth. However, those numbers have increased even if we just include addresses that really own Shiba Inu. It seems that interest in Shiba Inu isn't waning since so many new addresses continue to appear. It is acting in the opposite way. Whether they are purchasing, holding, or just putting up wallets in anticipation of something significant, more individuals are becoming engaged. The weird part comes next. Speaking of enormous quantities, a story of a mystery whale making some amazing movements with Shiba Inu was just released by Coinbase. Despite the recent quietness in the cryptocurrency market, there is undoubtedly activity going on behind the scenes. Whales are moving their holdings, exchanges are handling their wallets, and large transactions are still occurring. In the midst of all of this, Shiba Inu had a really intriguing incident. A week after acquiring an astounding sum of Shiba Inu valued $151 billion, which is equivalent to a few of $1 million, an unidentified wallet abruptly transferred all of the money to Coinbase. This is where it becomes strange, however. Shortly after, the identical tokens were removed from Coinbase in two different transactions, but a week later, they were returned back to the exchange in a single massive transfer. What's happening here is a mystery to everyone. A whale cashing out, a major player shifting their holdings, or something else completely might be the cause. Regardless of the cause, however, such actions often indicate that a significant development is about to occur in the Shiba Inu market. Another transaction made a tremendous move for Shiba Inu just when it seemed like things couldn't get much larger. The Shiba Inu and USD trading pair was recently reinstated by Binance US today, which has the potential to cause significant disruptions. This is significant because it facilitates Shiba Inu commerce. A new surge of activity may result from traders not having to go through additional steps to purchase or sell now that direct USD access is available again. Additionally, we could see some genuine momentum begin to develop once again if trade volume increases. Such actions have the power to drive up costs. Now, similar to what we said in our earlier videos, $1 Shiba Inu might be feasible if the excitement returns. And with significant actions like these, its return is certain. Interest increases with accessibility, and demand increases with interest. Shiba Inu could be preparing for a major event if enough merchants return. And investors are beginning to sense the excitement once again as a result of the accumulation of good news. Indeed, one expert recently said that Shiba Inu may reap enormous profits in 2025. Shiba Inu's trading volume has been increasing recently, driving the price towards stronger trend lines and leaping by a significant proportion. Here's the problem, however. The market is still controlled by the bears, even if it seems that a bull run may be developing. Shiba Inu have suffered over the last month, going from being more expensive to being less expensive. Nevertheless, there is some genuine promise in the patterns. Shiba Inu may be headed back to those eras of enormous profits if everything goes according to plan. However, there is a potential that it may drop considerably more before rising again if its support level is broken. Buyers and sellers are now engaged in a war, but with all the anticipation growing, things might soon take a drastic turn. Thus, maybe the wisest course of action at this time is to maintain your optimism and faith in the face of all these market turbulence, uncertainty, and worry. Simply said, everything is down, and when that occurs, it's easy to start questioning, to jump ship, and to chase after assets that appear like they'll perform better, as Lucy, Shiba Inu's head marketer, stated in her most recent tweet. But she was clear: don't let fear control you. Her message was quite clear. Don't incite fear, follow your gut, and make purchases based on your convictions. She even claimed to be happier with her current situation, more self-assured than before, and yet making occasional minor purchases. It serves as a reminder that patience is essential and that markets move in cycles. Although Shiba Inu have had hardships in the past, they have also made some amazing recoveries. Perhaps this is only a new chapter in that tale. However, what do you think of this? Leave a comment below. The day is over now. Remember to give it a big thumbs up. To see our most recent material, share it and subscribe to the channel.